Lesson 5. Irena Sendler, a Holocaust Hero. It was the early morning of October 20th, 1943, and 11 German Gestapo agents had just burst through the front door of a Polish woman's apartment. They searched her home from top to bottom, tearing open every pillow and mattress. If they had entered just seconds earlier, they would have found the precious list before the woman slipped it to her friend. After 3 hours of searching, they gave up and arrested the woman. Knowing the list was safe, she breathed a sigh of relief.
The young lady was Irena Sendler, a compassionate social worker who lived in Warsaw, Poland. During World War II, the Nazis seized control of this city and announced the establishment of the Warsaw Ghetto. Over 400,000 Jews were herded into this area, and thousands of them were dying from starvation and disease every month. Horrified by these shocking conditions, Irena decided to join an underground resistance group and began helping to bring in food and medicine to the Jews secretly. However, she soon realized this would not be enough, as the ghetto was sealed and the Nazis had already started sending Jews to concentration camps.
Determined to help, Irena recruited her friends and colleagues for a risky mission, sneaking Jewish children out of the ghetto. To enter the isolated area, they managed to obtain official passes. Once inside, they faced an even bigger challenge: convincing Jewish parents to hand their children over to strangers. In the end, many parents made the heart-wrenching decision in hopes that their children could survive, even if they themselves couldn't.
Hidden in everything from suitcases to flour sacks, the children were smuggled out in various ways. One ambulance driver even hid babies under stretchers and trained his dog to bark in order to drown out their cries. Irena and the other courageous people were risking their own lives. Once caught, these compassionate smugglers and their families would certainly face execution.
After successfully escaping, the children were given new identities, complete with fake birth documents and family records. Some were taken in by kind and brave Polish families, while others were sent to orphanages or convents. Irena hoped that after the war, the children could be reunited with their parents, so she kept detailed records. Her list included each child's real name, his or her new identity, location, and parents' names.
Unfortunately, at the height of this rescue operation, Irena was arrested for her underground work. Despite being brutally tortured, she refused to reveal any information. She chose to sacrifice her own life instead of putting the lives of others at risk. Eventually, Irena was rescued by her friends and continued to work to save Jewish children while living in hiding. If Irena and her friends had not helped, over 2,000 children would have ended up in death camps.
To this day, Irena Sendler is still remembered for her selfless acts during the Holocaust. While she never admitted it, she was a true hero who risked her life to save others. And her story of bravery and compassion continues to inspire people all over the world.